In the current world-affecting military conflict between Russia and Ukraine, both sides have deployed a large number of armed forces, and many new types of equipment have participated in actual combat for the first time in this war, such as the Russian Smart Anti-Tank Mine, the PTKM-1R. The PTKM-1R, also known as the Top Attack Anti-Tank Mine, is a type of mine that differs from those that attack tanks from the bottom or sides. It made its first appearance in 2021, allowing the outside world to understand its operational principles. Previously, people only knew that Russia was developing it. The mine structure is somewhat similar to the M39 mine used by the US military. Its main body is cylindrical, with 8 deployable legs around it to ensure that the mine remains in an upright position. Similar to regular scatterable mines, it is not buried in the ground, but is placed in areas where tanks, armored vehicles, and other potential targets may pass through. On top of the mine are 4 sensors that tilt outward, allowing the mine to detect targets using ground vibration sensors and acoustic sensors. It uses 2 sets of data and its own internal data to determine targets, with a reported detection range of 100 meters and an effective range of 5 to 50 meters against tanks. The mine has an ejectable warhead that, according to computer-calculated trajectory, adjusts its orientation toward the target and is ejected approximately 30 meters high at a speed of around 30 meters per second. While in the air, the warhead uses its own infrared and radar sensors to search for a target, detonating the warhead when it passes over the target. The warhead uses explosively formed penetrator technology to directly attack the vulnerable top of a tank at an almost vertical angle, with a penetration depth of approximately 70 millimeters. The PTKM-1R seems to be able to attack targets only within a certain angle sector, as it has an indicator arrow on the top that may point to the approximate direction of the attack. The PTKM-1R mine weighs 19.9 kilograms, is 510 millimeters high, and has a warhead diameter of 220 millimeters, containing 2.8 kilograms of explosive material. Once deployed, the mine can self-destruct, with the self-destruct time set between 1 and 10 days. Despite its appearance of combat effectiveness, the PTKM-1R also has many drawbacks. In addition to being expensive and heavy, it cannot be deployed by ejection and requires soldiers to manually place it in the appropriate position. The Russian military began equipping a small number of PTKM-1P in 2021 and used them in actual combat the following year. It is not yet known how many have been deployed on the battlefield by Russia, nor their effectiveness. However, remnants of mines used on the battlefield have been found by Ukrainian forces, and it is said that they have also seized a mine from a transport box, possibly abandoned by the Russian military. As the Ukrainian military is about to acquire Western main battle tanks and deploy them in combat, they may encounter the PTKM-1P on the battlefield.